All right, so we're going to take a look at exercise 26, where we will be looking at SPSS and how to use SPSS and get the output needed to analyze everything needed for exercise 26. So you'll notice on the top of page 276, there's a chart, a picture with the input that you'll be putting in here, and it should look something like this. Now, there are some differences that I would like to point out. You'll notice that there's spaces in the table 26.2, and now what I just did is I just put the names, like right here, that name right there. I just put the same information, but with underscores. You need underscores. If you go to variable view, you'll see there's underscores here. So if you want to put, like, how it is in table 26.2, you cannot put spaces. If you put a space in here, I'll just show you what will happen. If you put a space in here, you'll get variable name contained an illegal character. It cannot contain spaces in your name. So keep that in mind. So that's why I put underscores. They do their own thing in the table where they just eliminate spaces. And change up the names a little bit. But the most important thing is to have the right data values in here. Make sure you're careful when you input the data values. And notice that I have all 20 data values. Now, when you do the questions to be graded, the actual question that you're returning in, which I'm not focusing on right now, I'm just going over the example that they go over before the questions to be graded, that they show step by step of how to get through. Notice the questions to be graded. If you go down to right after the answers to study questions, on page 287, there's a table 26.3. Notice that they only have, as mentioned in the description above the table, that there's only 15 observations. Not all 20 observations are in here. And you'll notice that the IDs 1 through 5 are not located in table 26.3. So you'll want to delete the first 5 data values here and only use the bottom 15 to be able to do the questions to be graded. So keep that in mind. So we're just going over the example that they talk about in the textbook. So we're looking at all 20 data values. I'm going to show you how to get the output in SPSS. Again, I'm not showing you how to analyze the output. They describe that very well in the workbook under exercise 26. So go ahead and look that up. I'm just showing you how to get the output, how to go through SPSS and maybe troubleshoot some sort of commonly missed things and get the output that you need. So I'm just focusing on the technology part, not the analyzing part. All right, so you'll notice that if you want to go into variable view, you can change the decimals to 0. By default, it's 2. If you put any number in there, it'll have 2 decimals. So you can eliminate that. You can change the measurements to scale and nominal. I did that, whatever. It's not really that important. It will be important later on. It's all pretty straightforward for this exercise. You'll see later on that it makes a difference. Anyways, let's go ahead and see what they're doing. On step 1, I'm on page 276 right now. They mentioned going to analyze, and then under descriptive statistics, go to frequencies. So we'll go there, and I already have one over. So let's see. They have you move over all of the variables besides ID in step 1. Okay, now we're not ready to hit OK. We're not done yet. After step 1, they mentioned going to the statistics button and click on skewness and kurtosis. We'll be using that throughout this exercise, so we need this output. Okay, so we'll hit continue, and then they mention in step 3 to go to charts. So in step 3, they ask us to click on histogram next, and then at this point we're ready to get our output. Okay, so we'll just hit OK. And there we go. We have our output. Now you'll notice that all the data, all the tables are pretty much in order. You'll notice, okay, frequencies should look identical. If not, maybe you inputted the data incorrectly. So check that to make sure you can get the same output for exercise 278. Or sorry, exercise 26 example. I'm on page 278. And make sure you can get the same output. And then the frequency table, we have age. You'll notice that the name of the variable is slightly different in the table here and what you see in the actual workbook. So you make sure that the numbers are correct. That's the most important thing. Okay, and just make sure you can get this output. And you'll notice that everything's pretty much in order. Yeah, it looks like it's all in order. We have all the histograms, and they have the histograms starting at page 280 through 281. So make sure you get all the same looking histograms. You notice that the histograms here, it's kind of a yellow color, where in the actual workbook it's blue. So that's not really that big a deal. You're getting the same looking tables. It's same shape, same size bars. It's really important. Okay, so now there's this other type of analysis starting on the bottom of page 281 that goes into the Shapiro-Wilk test of normality. So I'm going to make a separate video going over that, but hopefully this makes sense. If you have any concerns about what I discussed in this video, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to help. So we're going to go into the next video next. So go ahead and stay tuned.